right, so this would be the moment that I finally broke through and had a good show and had all three groups staying to the end of the show, and not just staying, but clapping and applauding and really digging it. And this group one are the blacks. Group two are the browns. Group three are the whites. And as much as some people would like to say that race don't matter or doesn't matter, but if you think race doesn't matter in prison, you would be wrong. I'll sing some of the lyrics so you can hear what she's saying. Catfish on my fishing pole, a bullfrog in a swamp, cannonballs in cotton fields, Sunday mornings in Mobile. When all my kinfolk come. When I was 24 in 1985, I was in the Coast Guard in Muskegon, Michigan, and I got busted smuggling cocaine. I had one supplier, one person, and I was only distributing it to one person in Muskegon. I'm thinking, I just got that. How could I get busted with that? Well, as I find out, one is one too many. Hands up. Motherfucker. And I made a $75,000 bail, and I got out and spent 6 months on bail, and 3 days before my scheduled trial, I faked my death in an ice fishing accident and took off on the run. I can't remember whether it was a knife or I might have even cut it on the auger on purpose. And I just sort of went around the edges and did this around the ice. 4 months later, they caught me in backwoods, Louisiana, which is my home turf, basically. And I spent 7 years in prison from when I was 24 to 31, 1985 to 1992. And so I had no real intentions on being a musician when I went in to prison. But I got in, and after a year or two, I just started looking around and looking in the mirror every day and trying to figure out what to do with my life. And I remembered how much fun and how much joy music used to give me when I was younger. Music, what really it did, it kept me cool with everybody. I was cool. Nobody wanted to mess with me because, like, for instance, I'd be walking down the hallway and there'd be these Crips and Bloods from LA. And they'd be like, there go Elvis. What up, Elvis? I know I don't look like Elvis. I don't sound like him, but to them, I'm the white guy that plays music, so I must be Elvis. Hey, I'm actually ahead of schedule. We're turning onto Lebanon Pike right now. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Love you too, bye. I think I really hit the jackpot when I met Jen. It's like manna from heaven fell out of the sky.
You're out thinking to the break of dawn. You think you got it going on. Wake up like it's flashing afternoon. So some night is coming very soon. You don't know what you've been missing. Always tough, get right. Shut up, shut your mouth and listen.
85 to 92 is my 7 years in prison, and of course this dedication is for Jen. And
we bawled her eyes out when I didn't know that was going to be a thing, and I read it, and then
When did you guys meet, though?
we met in 1997.
97.
Wait, and what year
Oh, I was
did
in
you get
second
out?
grade when you went to prison. It's
People were like,
people always say, like, did you stay with Bart? I was like, I was in second grade. Like my prison
Did you go
pal.
visit him?
Yeah,
Mom, I want to see my boyfriend.
I had my eye on her a long time. Then when she hit 18, I'm like, it's time.
Oh my God.
So, do you have a pen? I'll go ahead and just sign these up for you. They say in Nashville, you can throw a stick in any direction and hit 4 musicians.
And going down, this one is drinking, no focus now, got a zero breaking, we got a mess, looking swell, the teacher's found out, it's time for let's go, let's look it up, and get it started.
Music saved him, like in his prison time and stuff. Like if he didn't have that, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't have come out on the better side of things.
Afghans. Doesn't have to be totally, completely sealed off. Just so long as it stops most of the sound. And I think that's going to be doing it right there good. Yep. And she will be in her little booth singing. Jen, you want to come on in? Told you this is her favorite part of music. She loves the studio.
Can't wait.
So many people, so little time to get on out there and change your mind. We got to change it, we got to try. See me just as you see yourself. Free me from the division bell. Find how to keep your vigilance. Change, 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 yeah.
When they reapprehended me when I was on the run, they took me back up to the same jail I was in. And instead of $75,000 bail, it was $1.5 million bail. I wasn't going anywhere for sure. And they put me in solitary confinement for 4 months. And solitary confinement is just mentally horrible. So I was just at the bottom of the barrel one day, and so I took a sheet and I ripped it, and I stood up on the metal table, and I tied one end of it around a cell bar, and then I tied the other end around here. And I was just like testing it to see how it would happen, because I didn't know. And then it was getting a little tighter and stuff, and then after, I don't know, probably seemed like a long time, but it was probably maybe 30 seconds or so, I had a moment of clarity. And really it was just I was a coward, because I was like, man, that shit'll hurt. What if I do it and it doesn't work? And then I'm in a wheelchair the rest of my life. So now I was like panicking and tiptoeing. I mean, I guess I could have had an accident and actually gone. And I'm like, I don't want to do it now. So I got on my tiptoes and finally got it undone, and then fell down on the bed and was just like, great, another thing he failed at. Oh yeah. My mom, like I said, she was my biggest cheerleader in life. Everything, music, art, whatever I did, she always encouraged me. And when she passed, we were all over at her house, and we were sad and looking at things and taking things. And I took that sewing machine thing and repurposed it for a table. And then I saw on her mantle, I said, oh, that's the children's book that I illustrated for her. It never got made. So I just made up my mind and taught myself and enlisted some friends to help and different people and this and that. And I did it as an homage. It was just to honor her and to let her know that I saw what you saw through. What you had in your mind, I saw it through to the end. There you go. Now I'm gonna cry.
May not have been a good one, but it should have
Cartoons. Saturday morning cartoons. Prison put me on the path of music, which I've done my whole life and which has made me happy. That's the only reason I still do it. Just because you go to prison doesn't mean your life's over.
Spend my time out here looking for some